man. Just imagine if we won the lottery, man. Just we were rich like that. Just imagine if I had all that bread in my pocket. You know what?
When I think about money, I think about how much I don't have because I'm in college right now and I am broke.
Yo, what's up, people? It is episode 5 of My Vibe, My Mic. What's going on, everybody? It's Elaine Owusu.
And Niara Collins.
Yes, and we're back again here to talk about, stuff just relating to what we're going through at this stage in our lives. Even if you're not going through the same stage we are, you're welcome to listen and just hear some fact spitting, truth spitting, whatever you want to call it. But how's your week been, Niara?
It's been pretty good. My friends came to visit, which was really nice. It was kind of funny to see them because they go to lacrosse. So it was funny to see them.
Wait, what's lacrosse for the people who don't know what lacrosse is?
UW lacrosse, it's a college.
What's UW?
University of Wisconsin.
I'm just saying, not everybody's from here. So
no, it's fine. Yeah, so University of Wisconsin lacrosse. And it was just funny to see them in Milwaukee because it's very different for them. But yeah, so that happened, and yeah, this week has been pretty good. How about you?
It's been kind of busy. I had an exam on Thursday, so exams just consume your whole life until it's over. Like, honestly, when I was done with the exam, I was like, yo, I didn't do anything but study for that exam this whole week.
How do you think you did?
That's to be determined. I'm not even going to talk about that. But, yeah, that happened. Had a few weird stuff happen in class. I told you, but I'm going to tell the people. So basically, I'm in class, right? And we're getting this lecture on DEXA. DEXA is this mechanism or this machine that they use to get bone density. So we're getting a lecture from one of my professors. And they get to some part about exercise and how you can't use all types of exercise on all groups of people. So they start talking about swimming. And then she says that certain ethnic groups don't like to swim or don't like to go in water, blah, blah. So I'm automatically knowing, like, what she's talking about. But then she proceeds to ask the class, you guys know which ethnic groups? Class just stares at her. And then she's like, Latino and African American. I'm like, I knew that was coming. So then after she says that, she asks the class, or she says that, they typically don't like to go in water and things like that, perpetuating the stereotype. And then she asked, does anybody know that feeling? Like you don't want to go in water.
This is just like a setup.
It was a setup because some people might be like, oh, she's just asking a question. But I am the only person in that class. There's about 15 of us in that class. Even in our 100-person lectures, I am the only person of color. I'm the only person who could fit the description of the question you're asking. So she asked this question. Meanwhile, while she's asking this question, she asked like 5 times. And she stared at me each time she asked the question because she was expecting me to raise my hand and answer. And I was staring at her like, I'm not about to answer this question because I know what you want. You might as well have said, Elaine, do you like to swim? You probably don't like to swim. You could have said that and moved on. Meanwhile, you asked the question 5 times expecting me to answer. And then eventually she was like, oh, okay, but yeah, these groups don't. Man. Oh.
Yeah, that's never happened. I don't get why you would think that's okay.
Like,
to do that.
It's like, there's only one person in the room to fit the description. So why are you asking that question? And then you're making a generalization about a group of people. I mean, yeah, there are black people who don't like to swim, but still, that was just annoying. But besides that, my week has been okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. After that, I sat there and after she moved on, I was just sitting there smiling and laughing. And the girl next to me was like, it's like you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
But it was Halloween week. I actually thought it was supposed to be next week, but people said because it's going to be November next week, they decided to celebrate it this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it makes sense.
I don't know. I usually don't celebrate Halloween. I'm not a Halloween type of person.
Why?
Because all you do is just, I don't know, I'm not into the whole dressing up. Not to say if you dress up, that's bad. You know, some people don't celebrate Halloween because of religious reasons. Understandable. I'm just one of those people, like, it sounds nice and cool to dress up, but then when the time comes, I'm just like, it's too much work.
But you dressed up as a kid, though.
Well, yeah, because I was a kid.
Did you have fun when you did it then?
I mean, it was all right. It wasn't like I was excited for Halloween every year.
That's weird.
I mean, why do you like Halloween?
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite holidays.
Did you dress up?
I didn't.
Okay. Some favorite holiday.
I don't know why I didn't this year. I don't know. I was kind of just too lazy to be honest. But yeah, Halloween is definitely like one of my favorites.
Why?
And that part of that is because October is my birth month.
Oh,
and my family, we just grew up on Halloween movies and stuff like that. I love scary movies.
I don't.
Maybe that's a part of it. You just don't get the hype.
I like Disney Halloween movies, but other than that, you know,
you just don't like to be scared?
No, it's not that. It's just the holiday isn't that exciting.
But why do you like Disney but not like real scary movies?
Because back when I was a kid, Disney was popping. Everything was good.
So you just like it because you grew up with it?
Yeah, I mean, Halloween Town, Twitch is the GOAT. They're all, I mean, they were enjoyable, but the actual Halloween holiday, I could do without it, honestly.
That hurts me a little.
Why would I be thinking about Halloween when Thanksgiving and Christmas is right around the corner?
But Halloween, it's just maybe it's just because I love scary movies and I love just the art of it. Because people do makeup and like I knew people who did makeup at Fright Fest. Yeah, people who did like scary makeup and stuff. I don't know. I'm really fascinated by that kind of stuff. So. I don't know.
I do like seeing a good costume though.
Exactly.
People get creative. Like that's cool.
And I like that people when people get really into it. Like I saw on Twitter somebody did a White Chicks and they were dancing and everything. It was funny. Like
wait.
Have you seen
I've seen White Chicks, but
it was a White Chicks costume. So it was like two dudes and they had on like the blonde wig and then they were wearing like the outfits and everything. And they were at a party or something and so they turned on that song. And they danced. Yeah, I should send it to you. But yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. What has been your favorite costume that you've done?
That I've done?
Yeah.
I used to do like, I was like a zombie type of thing once. So we bought like prosthetic stuff and you just put it on your face and it makes you look like your skin's ripping off and stuff and you put blood on it. Yeah.
That's too much.
That was just us. That's like my mom. She liked doing my makeup and everything.
Nah, my mom. We wore the same. I think she bought me and my younger brother because I have two brothers. So the one that's the older younger brother, he and I. So we're only like a year and a half apart. So she bought us a giraffe costume for me.
That sounds cute.
And a bumblebee costume for him.
Oh, that sounds... And you guys wore that?
We wore those costumes for like 10 years.
Dang.
We would just switch off every year. So he would be the giraffe and then I would be the bumblebee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you don't like it.
And then the last time I dressed up for Halloween, I dressed up as Hannah Montana. And that was so...
Do you have pictures?
No. I'm still mad my mom let me go out like that because nobody knew I was Hannah Montana.
Oh.
I'm just this old black girl with the blonde wig. And they're like, who are you? I was like, Hannah Montana. Then you get that nervous giggle like, okay.
That looks so good.
Yo,
That's
that
funny.
was tragic. So
Mm.
I changed it to a pop star by the middle of the night because Hannah Montana
Dang.
just wasn't going.
Dang.
That's why representation matters, but that's another
Wow,
conversation.
It does. Yeah.
But, Halloween, I never ate my candy. I eventually just
Do you like candy that much?
not really.
No.
Uh,
See,
yeah.
there are just a lot of things that
What?
are all, like the candy, scary movies, costumes. Like you just weren't really into. Like I can see
Yeah.
why you're not into it.
Yeah, I like real food, like Thanksgiving. But speaking of costumes and fake identities, did you hear about that girl on Dr. Phil
Yes.
who thinks she's white?
Yeah. It's like the saddest but funniest things.
She's so sick. I thought it was fake, but I looked on Instagram today. She has like a actual real Twitter account. I
And
mean,
it's not
Instagram
private?
account.
It's not private.
Nah, it's real. And she like just put out a video talking about how Beyonce's talentless and saying more stuff about black people and stuff, and I was just like, yo, what?
Didn't in the video, didn't she say that her body was like Kim Kardashian?
Don't get me started. She's got like, first of all, Kim Kardashian.
Who it's all fake and it's made to like mimic black bodies,
Yeah,
which is like, girl, what are you talking about?
exactly.
It's really sad. If you can't see the beauty in yourself
Yeah, I was like,
in being black,
she has to be trolling though, or she's really sick because she has some. You got the. There's nothing about her that does not say she's not black.
yeah, all signs point to black.
Like how?
Her hair.
She said. What she say?
She said my hair is naturally straight.
Where?
You definitely use a perm, or you use a relaxer or something.
Still, even with it.
She said my lips aren't big like black people.
Where?
She had her lips were thicker than mine. I was like, girl.
Oh my god. And I want people to be careful in the way they criticize her, like saying like, because I've seen a lot of people like making fun of her features, like her hair and stuff. And maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody hurt her when she was younger that makes her think that she's, or makes her not want to be who she is.
Mm.
But that's I don't know. And she put out some videos saying she loves Trump,
Of course.
And
It could be for attention.
it has to be. There's no way.
Yeah.
At least Rachel Dolezal, she changed her features. She did not say her features were black. She just wanted to be a black woman. But this girl, like, you can't. And just as she said she got some positive words from encouragement from people regarding what she was saying on Dr. Phil. And if anybody is agreeing with what she is saying, you're racist. You're racist. Because everything she was saying was very anti-black. So she's really anti herself. You could be a Trump supporter, whatever, that's a whole nother conversation. But to the stuff that she was saying was very disrespectful towards black people.
Yeah.
So if you're encouraging her to say that, I got some questions for you. And I got some questions for her mom too.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say, I don't understand her. Yeah, her mom failed. She failed her.
Like, what happened?
I'm curious where it began, because I like, how does that I just don't understand how that happens. So like, I wonder how her mom views herself, because it's like, it's her mom, because I don't know, that like, she just doesn't have any good black role models in her life, clearly.
At all. She said she has the KKK on speed dial. Girl, they coming for you too. What you think? What?
Bro.
She has to be trolling.
Especially with that.
With that, like, even Kanye ain't saying he got the KKK on speed dial. That is that I have no idea. She has to be. She's bold for doing that because that, like we were talking about, that's gonna follow her forever. This whole thing, if she's doing it for attention or money,
Which it's just not worth it at all. Like, what could be worth that?
what, like getting the money from?
Yeah, what could be worth getting that money? Like, I don't understand why you would disrespect your people, yourself.
And I don't see anybody looking at that video and thinking, like, wow, she's so right. Like,
No, like, it's not like she's passing. She's dark skinned. Like, what do you mean?
There's no debate about this, whatever, like no political thing, and I don't think anybody's looking at her like, wow, you're a revolutionary. Like, if they are, oh Lord, I have no idea. Maybe that's why I don't like. Look at this. Halloween comes around, people start acting crazy, putting on fake identities.
How do you
know
that could have been recorded way before October?
Well, it certainly fits the holiday.
Uh-huh.
I'll just say it. But we can back to Halloween. You had a quiz for us to take. We're taking it a BuzzFeed.
A BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh snap! I haven't taken a BuzzFeed quiz in ever.
You've never taken one?
I don't think so.
Oh, I usually do it to, like when I'm procrastinating. When I don't want to study, sometimes I'll come on here. But the quiz is called Plan a Halloween and Will Reveal Your Male Celeb Soulmate.
Ooh.
It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be whack.
Maybe I get Michael B, but I don't think he'll like
it.
me.
First question. Are you on it?
Yep.
Pick a scary movie to watch to get yourself in the Halloween mood. There's Saw, The Exorcist, Scream, Get Out, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or It. Have you seen any of these?
Only Get Out.
Oh my.
So I'm picking Get Out.
Okay.
Just saying.
I'm going to pick Texas Chainsaw because I just watched that. Pick a costume. There's pumpkin, sloth, pizza, or inflatable car guy, or there's a dinosaur.
Wow, they don't got the giraffe or the bumblebee. Tragic. I'm gonna go with the pizza. I like
the pizza.
Yeah.
I like the inflatable car guy. What candy do you hope to get? Reese's, Kit Kat, Snickers, Sour Patch, Watermelon, Twix,
Watermelon,
or candy corn?
I gotta go with Kit Kat though. Kit Kat always.
I would go Sour Patch, but I don't like the watermelon one. Candy corn? Do you like candy corn? Why do people hate it so much?
You like candy corn?
I do.
I'd rather eat mint candy than candy corn.
Yeah, one year I begged my mom to go to the store and get me some candy corn because I was craving it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Reese's. What candy will you be tossing?
The candy corn.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say Milk Duds. There's candy corn, Tootsie Rolls, Jolly Ranchers, Twizzlers, Milk Duds, and Starburst. I'm going with the Milk Duds.
Nah, candy corn gotta go.
Pick a spooky forest to scare yourself in.
Ooh, there's this picture with this like little ghost in it. I'm gonna pick that one. That looks scary. The rest of them I could survive.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. This picture looks like that scene from Harry Potter, The Chamber of Secrets. I don't know, whichever one, where they had the spiders come out in the forest.
Oh, I've never seen Harry Potter. Okay.
I'm not even gonna act like I've seen most of them. I've just seen the first and second and the last one.
There are kittens in the next one. I'm so excited. And finally, which cat best matches your personality? There's a cat yawning.
I don't like cats.
Elaine. You don't like cats?
I don't like pets in general.
What? I just don't understand you.
Look. I had a pet bird
Okay.
When I was 9, got her for Christmas, named her Brittany. And Brittany decided she was the most stubborn bird on the planet, always got out of her cage. And then one February night, Mom opened the door. There goes Brittany out of her cage again, flies out the door. I'm pretty sure she didn't survive the night because it was cold.
Aw. R.I.P. Brittany.
R.I.P., but that's what she get for coming out the cage.
Okay, but a pet bird, and then there's a dog.
I don't like dogs.
What's wrong with you?
Do I have to like animals? Wait, hold on. I like animals, not in my house.
Okay.
I like animals to be where they belong. I think they like to be where they belong to.
But like dogs are kind of meant to be.
Were they always meant to be?
I mean,
or did we
like,
make them?
Okay. Some dogs, like golden retrievers, are basically like a house pet.
R.I.P. Marky, best golden retriever ever. That is a dog that I did like.
Mm.
If you know, you know.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm out of the loop. Dang. Okay.
It's my neighbor's dog.
Oh.
That's the only dog I liked.
So if you saw a dog on the street, you wouldn't be feeling inclined to...
If your dog... There's this lady who lives across from me, apartment across from me. She always has her dog not on the leash. If that dog...
No, just walking on a leash. If
No.
somebody's walking their dog, you
No.
don't feel inclined to go touch.
No.
You're not like, oh, like that.
Why would I touch somebody else's dog?
Because it's a dog.
No.
And you don't like cats.
No. I don't like... I like dogs better than I like cats.
Why don't you like cats?
Because they just not friendly.
They are. You know what? Back to the question. You just hurt my whole... Just everything that I like, I just feel like you don't like. You don't like Halloween. You don't like pets.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Can't do it.
This first cat looks like my cat.
No comment.
What's that supposed to mean? Dang.
Ooh, I'm funny.
No. No, you're not.
If I had to pick a cat, though, I would go with this little cute gray cat.
The one where he's rubbing the chin?
Yeah.
I'm picking that one, too. I like that one.
Okay,
See, look how friendly he looks.
We can agree on that one.
Who did you get?
Hold on 1 second. How do I?
You just clicked the last answer and then...
I didn't get anything.
Did you answer all the questions?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, people. As I check. I forgot to answer which one will I be tossing, the candy corn. Okay. Who is this?
I have to know. Who did you get?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, he's nice.
He ain't cute.
He is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Who'd you get?
Let me see his picture. He is cute. What are you talking about?
That is
I wish
definitely
I got him.
not my celeb soulmate.
I got The Weeknd.
I'm glad I didn't get him either.
What does your description say?
It says, Timothy is the perfect man for your more lighthearted romantic needs. He'll send you the best Spotify playlist, see all the indie Japanese flicks with you. I don't watch those. And always be down to check out the trendiest dessert cafes with you. I would do that. You probably won't last a while, but you'll have... That's true. They already know we're not going to last. But you'll have exciting memories to last you a lifetime.
I should have got him.
Yeah, you can have him.
Dang.
Pass the plate.
Dang. Mine says, you might be a little introverted. True. Or maybe just have a penchant for introspection. In either case, you long for the kind of intensity that only someone like The Weeknd... I don't know if I need his kind of intensity.
The Weeknd gonna have you doing crack.
Bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm dead. No, I don't need that. I don't need that intensity in my life right now.
Well, it depends on which weekend you get. Are you gonna get
This is Dreadhead weekend.
Dreadhead? I
don't know about that. That's
y'all
too
gonna
much.
be in the hotel room.
I can't feel my face. What do you mean? He'll come party with you at all the trendiest clubs. Then happily stay up the entire evening discussing philosophy and the latest films. That part would be nice. I like that. I don't know about the rest of it though.
Oh man, Abel, Dreadhead Abel.
Couldn't do it.
But yeah, so I didn't actually get my male celeb soulmate, which proves BuzzFeed is just. You know what's more accurate than BuzzFeed?
What?
Did you ever used to do read those J14 magazines and Tiger Beat?
I didn't read them. No.
Well,
You used to read them?
yeah, who didn't? Well, you didn't, but I used to do those quizzes. I get Zac Efron. And
You date Zac Efron, but not Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
If you see him in a movie, I think you would like him.
What movie is he in?
He was in Call Me by Your Name.
Which one is that?
That one was about him and his relationship with an older man. So I mean, it was a really good movie. I would recommend it. What else was he in? He's in this new movie with Steve Carell that looks really good. And he was in one that was really popular. Oh, he was in Lady Bird. Have you seen that?
No, but I heard about it. That one got like a lot of Oscar attention.
He was in that. He was kind of a dickhead in that, but...
Well, Timothy, maybe because he has long hair in this picture. I don't like long hair on guys.
You don't?
No. Why, you do?
I do, sometimes.
Oh, Lord, why are we...
We're like complete opposites. This is so funny.
I do not like...
I don't mind it sometimes. It just depends on who it is and how they wear it.
Not for me.
I don't like the man bun type of thing.
Nah. Most of the time, no.
Okay.
95% of the time, no. There's the rarity that can rock a man bun. Like
Yeah.
There's a few sprinkled in there that can.
But you don't like the long hair?
No. I don't like it I don't like long hair on myself. Like, long hair bothers me, like, on my neck, even though I'm wearing braids all the time.
Yeah, I'm like...
But I just don't like, yeah. But that's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What else? Oh, yeah. This week, they finally picked somebody to win the Mega Millions. It wasn't me. Unfortunately, because if it was, I would have been gone.
So you actually bought a ticket?
Yeah.
I didn't buy a ticket. I don't know why I haven't.
Have you ever?
No. I need to. I can't because I can. I should. Might as well.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. I wasn't even aware about it, about the Mega Millions, until my dad was like, pick some numbers. And then I was like, you know what, let me just buy a ticket. It's at billions of dollars. Why not spend $2 and possibly win all the money I could ever dream of? And then we lost that one. And then, so nobody won. So then we had like a get together at my house, and my family, we did like a family pool, and nobody won. So, yeah.
Do you pick your own numbers, or do you just let it do it on its own, like automatic?
We usually like have one that we pick numbers. Like, my dad tells us all to pick a number, and then the rest is just quick
cute.
pick, I guess.
I think everything's cute though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just like,
I don't know, just like a family thing. But go on.
But yeah, so we did that. We didn't win, but they finally got somebody in South Carolina who won, and that person is
living it up right now.
Whew. If I won, how much was it? It came out to be $1.537 billion.
Was this after tax cuts?
After taxes, they get, well, first they take out the, it depends on if you get the lump sum or the annuity.
Okay.
So if you get the, the lump sum, it would come down to $878 million after they take out federal tax. So you're still
good.
Big ballin'. Then depending on your, oh, actually the lump sum is 878. Right. So
Right.
to get like all the money at once. And then after that, it's a 37% federal tax. So it comes down to 553 million. Still,
You're still good.
you're still
You're set.
good. And then if you get the annuity, so you get paid every year, you would be getting around $32 million every year for 30 years. Like, what?
What is that like? Like,
Shoot, I wish I knew. You think you know, like, that is so much money. Like, the things you could do.
what is the first thing you would do?
The first thing I would do,
First thing you would do when you realized you won.
I would have to like look at that ticket like 10,000 times before.
Like, bro, is this correct? Are these?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't believe it for a minute. And then after I look over it and realize that I really did one, I'd probably like pass out and then wake up.
Yeah, I was
the
like,
shock.
I probably have a panic attack
You
or
know,
something. Like,
yeah.
what?
I might have a heart
Hyperventilate.
attack and just
You lose the
die
money.
before I get the money. Yeah, and then I gotta figure out. I honestly don't know what happens after you win, like how you get the money and things.
I think you have to. Don't you go back to the where you bought it?
I'm not. I
I
think
don't know.
I heard somebody saying.
Or you could probably do it online. I don't know.
No, not online.
You don't
Shoot.
think so?
Somebody would hack it and get all the money,
I mean, not like transfer the money online.
or just say
but
you won.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think there's somewhere you go, because I heard somebody at the gas station saying that if it's under a certain amount of money, they can give it to you, but they don't have that money, so like.
Yeah.
But what's the first thing you would do when you won? Like, once you found out you won, like you just asked me.
I would probably hyperventilate. And then I would call my parents and be like, yo, guess what? Like, I don't know. Would you tell anybody?
No, I wouldn't even tell my family.
That's crazy. I mean, I get it. I definitely get it, but I would have to tell.
I would want to. It depends on how long it takes to get the money. Because me personally, not that I wouldn't want to tell my money because my family because I'm selfish and I would want the money in hand, and I would like to surprise them in like some way. Like, probably the first thing I would do once I get the money is do something, I don't know, get them a car, or not really a car, surprise them with a trip or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then they'd be like, how'd you get that money? And I'd be like, well,
guess what?
your daughter is the lottery winner, and surprise them that way. But I would want money in hand before I tell anybody, because I don't know, things happen.
That's true.
You don't want to get everybody excited and then
Something happens
and they're like, psych, you actually didn't win.
I feel like that wouldn't happen though.
Are
I
you
feel like
sure?
if that did happen, I'd be like, well, I want some compensation. If
They ain't gonna give it to you.
if you had the numbers and then you were like, oh, I won, and then something happened and you're like, actually, we were wrong or something like that. I don't know. I feel like you should get some compensation for that. I feel like they'd give you something. Maybe not.
Maybe, probably not.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I just want stuff to be together before I start telling people, and then you got to worry about people coming out the woodwork trying to get some money. But yeah, the first people I would tell when I do tell would be my family for sure. What about you?
Yeah, they would be the first people and like the only people. I don't think I would even tell like friends or anything like that, just because you never know. I don't know. I just wouldn't want them asking. Like I don't know. I just wouldn't want them asking for anything, even if I wanted to give them something. But I would only tell my parents, maybe my brother.
Ooh.
not even like that, just because he would probably just be asking for just on the sly, like, oh, let me get some. And I would probably give it to him.
My That's actually a good point. I definitely tell my parents. I don't know about my little siblings because they talk too much.
They were like, Elaine won the.
They will tell everybody. Like, they cannot keep a secret. So, I don't know. But I have to tell my parents for sure. Maybe my brother that's like young, the one. So I have 3 siblings. So the one after me, I'd probably tell him. But the little ones, shoot, my mom might talk. They all talk. Nobody can keep a secret.
No, my parents would be. I'm pretty sure they would be quiet. They'd keep that on the low. And I just feel like my parents are pretty good with money, so they would know, like, oh, maybe you should invest it in certain ways, or I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't even really need to invest with that much, but.
Oh yes, you do. Oh yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That brings me to my. Well, that's a good point. So, would you take the lump sum, or would you take the annuity? Because some people. Because the history tells you that a lot of lottery winners actually go bankrupt.
Right.
And a lot of lottery winners actually take the lump sum.
Yep.
So what would you do?
I want to say that I think that I would want to take the lump sum just because it's like, oh, give it to me right now. I think the responsible thing might be not to do that. Just knowing the way that I am with money, like I'm broke right now and I still spend money like I shouldn't, which is kind of scares me when I think about winning the lottery, because it's like, if I did win the lottery, what would I be doing then?
Yeah, that's the thing about like being rich. What do you do when you have everything?
They get bored.
Yeah, I get so bored.
You run for president.
I mean, these days you can win without getting any formal education and politics, but that's another conversation. I think I might take the lump sum. I might, because I honestly don't know what happens. What if something happens to you? Do they just stop giving you the money? Because if that is the case,
you'd want to have it all, just to make sure that you got it.
And I think it's easy to say now without that money that, oh, I'm going to be so responsible, blah, 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 blah. And I would like to believe that, because
I think everybody probably
everybody wants to believe that. Like, how do you run out of, what were we saying, $500-something million? But
it can happen. It does happen.
First of all, if you run out of all that money, yo,
you were tripping.
That's almost,
you was wilding.
Yeah, really. Like, what were you doing with all that money? Because that's almost like, you do pay a lot of taxes on it. You will continuously, but how? So, just for me, I would think I'd be responsible for it. But there's a lot of factors. Like, does the word get out? Because then my cousin from across the globe's gonna be calling me up like, remember when? No, I don't remember. You're not getting that, like that.
New phone, who does?
Yeah, new phone. Well, look, we asked some of our followers on social media what is the first thing that they would do if they won the lottery. And someone said that they would pack their stuff up and dip.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone knew, I would definitely move. But if it was kept on the low, if it no one knew my name, and no, it like didn't get out, I'd probably stay.
You would stay?
Yeah.
That was Kennedy who said that. She said, "Pack my SHIT and dipped."
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
that.
I think I might change my name.
Would you?
Yeah. If it's that crucial, I would change my name.
I guess if you really needed to.
Because people really, it doesn't even have to even be family. People will hunt you down once they know that you have that much money.
Actually, I was just reading something about the lottery, some guy who won. And it was saying, because he lived in like a really poor state, and he would go to this like gas station all the time, and people would go to the gas station once he won the lottery. People would go to the gas station and they would like come to him and they'd be like, oh, like my kid has cancer, and he would find out that their kid, like they didn't have kids. Right.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy. People will do anything for money, and they will say anything, and they will guilt you.
Yeah, that's the part they don't talk about. Like it's all, I got the money, blah blah blah, but people will really be after you, and that's not something that will like change ever. And it's interesting because how, like, if you get money, like a self-made, like I became a singer and I got to this point, or I started a business and I got to become a millionaire. I wonder how different it is, because they get asked for stuff too, but
It is different.
I feel like it's like it's worse for the lottery winner in a sense,
because it's kind of like, oh, you kind of got lucky, so
mm-hmm.
I mean, you didn't really earn it, so I don't know.
That's it's like so many good and bad things about.
It's really a test.
It is
Of a lot of values.
But you got all that money though.
Yeah. What would you spend it on?
That's a good question.
I always said that I would the first thing I would do is like donate to a charity or something. That's what I always said. I don't know if that's true. I don't know
so
if
you
that's
got money
true.
now, so you don't want to be a philanthropist anymore.
That's funny.
I feel like everybody says that. I'm gonna donate to charity.
I'm saying this right now. If I do win the lottery, that's the first thing I'm doing.
For sure.
Promise.
That's the first thing.
That's the first thing I'm doing.
Before anything else.
Before anything else.
I don't think that's the first thing I would do.
What is it? What's yours?
The first thing I would do is hire a financial advisor or a financial planner.
Okay. That's fair.
All those money people. And I'm gonna scout them out, because those money people also be taking money from
right. They scam you.
Yeah, scammers.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find.
I call up Beyonce. Like, who do you have helping
right?
you?
Who do you trust? Because I trust you, Beyonce.
Right.
Then after I figure out a plan for the money, of course I'm probably spending on something stupid.
Yeah.
Shoot, blow a quick little $1,000. That's nothing to
right.
a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? But then there are people in my life who are going to get a piece of that because of what they've done for me or my family and my family. I'd probably put some away for my siblings, put some in savings, pay off debt.
Yeah. I think one of my first thoughts was like student loans and stuff.
Pay off my parents' debt, get all the debt out. Then once I've gotten all that stuff paid for and out of the way, now I can figure out what to do with the rest of this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I don't know if I would. There are probably a few charities that I would donate to, but I also want to start my own or create something.
That's interesting. What, like, do you have any ideas of?
Yeah, like, I wanted to. My parents are from Ghana, West Africa, best jollof. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But I'd probably want to build something there. I don't know if it would be a hospital or a clinic to start and get some talent, like doctors over there to improve. That's something that needs to be improved there, like healthcare. Create that over there, something like that. Maybe start a youth sports, something.
Yeah.
And then here, I would kind of want to, I don't know, I watch Grey's Anatomy. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
No.
Okay, so on Grey's Anatomy, one of the doctors, he's rich. And with his trust fund money, he gave it away to create a competition for the doctors to create some innovative technique. So they're all competing to get the money to start their idea. I'd want to create some type of like initiative like that, because then you get all these bright minds to create something that will help somebody else. So I would do that and then donate to a couple charities. And then that's when I'm gonna start traveling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's like a place you have to go to?
I have to go to?
That you just, if you won the lottery, you'd be like, I have to go to this place.
I don't want to be basic.
I'd
probably go to Ghana.
Okay.
Actually, no, because I'm going to go there regardless.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have money, so I don't be looking at stuff like that.
But I mean,
where would you go?
I would go to Rome.
Rome?
That's basic.
That's a little basic.
It is. It's very basic, but I've always just wanted to go, and I love the culture.
I'd probably go to one of those little islands.
I'd want to go to the Caribbean, Jamaica or something. That'd be nice. That'd be a good time.
So what would you do with the money?
Charity. I'll do that.
Donate to church. Get my tithes.
I would probably, I don't know. I mean, maybe I would go back to my high school, and help them. Because when we talked to Kaylin, she was talking about how her school had a lot of access to technology, cameras and stuff like that. I would probably go back, maybe just even to Kenosha in general, and help some of the schools there get those kinds of programs, because it is, I think it would be very beneficial, and it's something that I wish that I had. And then I would definitely give back to my parents, for sure. They would get a lot of the money. And my grandparents. I would give some to my brother too, because he deserves some. He could get some.
And Elaine.
Okay, I'll give you a little cut. I'll give you a little cut. I'll give you like $100.
What?
Right. That's not enough.
I see what we on.
No, I'm just playing. I'll give you some. If you gave me some.
I don't know. You said you only giving up $100. Said you only giving up $100 out of however million. I'm gonna have to think about it.
But yeah, I think my main thing would be, once everything's settled, you know, everything's figured out, I would travel.
Travel.
Yeah, I might. Cause I don't know. I don't think I want to go through school, but I might take a year.
Take a break.
Yeah, take a break and come back.
You sure you're gonna come back?
That's the scary thing about taking breaks, is like a lot of people don't come back, but maybe I could take like online courses or something. Would you stay in school?
I want to say yes. I think it would be very hard to, but
imagine just winning that money and being like, I got to go to class. Like, bro, I'm rich.
I could buy this class.
Right.
But I'd probably get my degree, and I don't think I would stop working.
Yeah, I don't think I could stop working.
That's too boring. I think it would encourage me to follow like those dreams that you don't necessarily go after because you have to find a career, right? You have to find that thing that you can do for the next 20 or 30 years, right? So if I had that amount of money, maybe I'd start my own film studio or production company to make movies, or buy a basketball team, or...
I mean, I guess the only thing about that is like, because it's a good idea, but just don't really have any experience with it. Like, I don't know the first thing about running a company.
A lot of them didn't. Some of the biggest companies we have today, their creators dropped out of college.
Okay.
That's not an excuse.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Yeah, so that's what... And if you have money, you can pay people to do it for you. All the little technicalities.
Now that you're talking about work, it kind of makes me think, because I wouldn't want to stop working, but at the same time, the kind of job I have right now is not what I want to do.
Right.
So it's kind of like, well, where do you go from there? Like how? Because I'm not qualified for the job, like maybe the jobs that I want. I could actually, now that I think about it, I could just make films.
Yeah.
Because I have the money, so I literally could just.
You can pay for the crew.
Dang.
You can pay for the equipment. Like
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. You start your own production company, like and then you get investors because you have money to start. Oh, and that's something else I do. I'd invest. That's how people run out of money, because they spend all of it. They don't work. They don't invest the money, so they're not making money on the money that they have. So I'd find something to invest in, whether that's like startup companies that I think are interesting, or invest in something.
You're sounding real responsible about this money.
Shoot, I'm not about to.
Talking about financial advisors, that's the first thing you do.
You gotta. I'm not trying to be another part of the statistic. And I think you really can blow through that money once you feel like, because think about it, you win the lottery, you buy a house,
then you have to pay.
You forgot that you got to pay mortgage on that expensive house
yeah.
that you bought, and utilities,
right?
And those cars that you bought,
car notes.
Plus you giving your family everything that they asked for, and you're living a lifestyle that you can't, that you think you can afford, which you should. I mean, it is a lot of money. I doubt somebody could, but I feel like we've said that about a lot of other lotteries, and people have. We, in my information systems class, the CIO of Baird, I guess there's some investment company, came in, and he was saying, one thing he was saying was that you shouldn't, if you spend the money that your profession can afford, then you're going to run out, or you're going to lose in the end. You kind of get what that means? I'm probably not even saying it right, but
if you spend the money that your profession can afford.
Yeah. So say you're a doctor.
Okay.
And you just got that $150,000 contract or salary or whatever, and you live that life of $150,000 immediately. You don't pay nothing off. You start just spending money because it's in your bank account. It'll catch up to you eventually. Because he was talking about how mid-career, he wanted to change his career. Like mid-career, he wanted to change his profession. And he ended up taking an entry-level job doing something else to get to where he is now. If he had spent the money that his profession would have allowed before, he wouldn't have been able to afford going to an entry-level job and then becoming the CIO of one of the biggest investment companies in the country.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I guess how that relates to the lottery thing is that when people get it, they just start spending out of control. And then you forget all the... Yeah, it's so sad.
It's a test of value. You have to be careful with that. Very careful.
That's why celebrities don't pay their taxes. And then they get caught.
That's crazy. How are you just going to not pay taxes?
Because
they're the ones getting like the biggest tax cuts too.
Yeah. But it's... I don't know. I think I would hope I wouldn't run out of that money. There's no way. If that person runs out of that amount of money, because other lotteries have been significantly less. If you run out of this money, I don't know how.
That just has to be like party lifestyle.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Because I don't see how you, like, probably going to the bar or going to the club and like buying drinks for everybody every night type of thing. You could do that. What if you did that obnoxious purchases
every day in a year? You still wouldn't run out of the money. That's how much money you have.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. How you do that. Imagine, how would you feel realizing I just spent all my money, bro?
I would have to. Then I really gotta pack up my stuff and go because I want to. How do you live that down? That you spent over $500 million. You ran out. If somebody told, I'd be like, how you
Run out?
500 million?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No way. I can't. There's people. No. If person in South Carolina, if you're listening, you're probably not, because you're probably spending all the money that you just won. If you run out of that money, you deserve to run out of that money, if you get what I'm saying. If you run out of all that money, you didn't deserve to have it in the first one. But some other things that our followers were saying that they would do. Will said that he would change his phone number and delete all his social media. So I would kind of do the same.
Go off the grid.
Tina said she'd give my tithes first and foremost. Okay, amen. Then she'd pay off any student loans, take care of the immediate and extended family, and then invest in properties.
Okay.
Jeremy said he'd give his mother half of it.
Oh, I don't know about half. That sounds like that's a little much, but
You bogus.
Nah.
Tunde said he just said financial freedom for my family members.
Our followers are so sweet.
Oh, I like that. And then Chike said, I buy out Young Thug's next show to be the only one in there.
Low key, I'll go to hella concerts.
Ed said he'd take a trip to Ghana. And then I think Joe said that he would go to Disney World. So those are some of the things that our followers would do if they won the Mega Millions.
So innocent.
What were you expecting?
No, I mean, it's just nice to hear. I'm sure somebody's like, oh, I'd go to the strip club. No?
What would I be doing in the strip club?
I mean, not you, but I'm sure that's definitely what people do.
Oh, yeah, you got to do something fun with it. Would you donate back to your college?
I mean, I haven't been here long.
I'd create my own school. We on that LeBron.
Like LeBron, yeah.
He got I Promise. Mine is going to be I Trust.
No. He's going to sue you.
We're going to be like, they say my sister school or sister store or restaurant. Yeah. I'm going to just call old Braun up. Tell him what's up. We in the same club now. I'm richer than you.
Yeah, he'll be like, who are you?
I'm going to be like, who are you? I can buy your life.
Girl.
See, now that we in the same tax bracket, we speak the same language. So it won't be that difficult.
Yeah, I'd go to a lot of NBA games.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been?
To an NBA game? Yeah, in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Squinting. I went to a Bulls game.
It's crazy because my mom...
no, I went to a Bucks game too. But go ahead.
But yeah, my mom, she gets a lot of tickets to like Bucks games, and she gets like... she can sit in the suites and stuff.
For real?
She gets floor seats, and I have never... Every time she's asked if I could go, I couldn't go because of something like coming up. But I'm like, dang, I haven't been. I've been in the nosebleeds, but I've never...
Your mom gets floor seats, and you say you can't go?
Because it'll be like when something's happening and I can't go. Usually it's for work stuff, so she wants me to work too. So I'm like,
well, if
I know.
If mom needs somebody to work, she can call me.
No, I'm going next time.
Well, if she has an extra ticket, she can call me.
It's funny. But yeah, I would go to a lot of NBA games. I go to concerts, meet and greets. Might as well.
Shoot, I pay them to come meet me.
Right. Have like how LeBron had Daniel Caesar come.
Yeah, to sing for his wife.
I'd be like, yeah, I'll call up Daniel. Like, hey, come to my. That's funny.
Be like, oh, you said how much? It's not a problem.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about fun stuff. What are the fun stuff besides traveling and concerts and stuff? You gonna buy some designer?
I probably would just for the hell of it. I don't even like designer. Like I honestly don't find some of that stuff appealing at all. But I probably would. Just because.
Just because. What would your house look like? Would you go modest? Like who? I think it's Warren Buffett. Who his house is actually. I mean, you could tell it's a, more expensive house, but it's actually not as flashy as some of the people who are less rich than he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think it would be fairly modest. I don't know, just because it's what I'm used to and what I'm comfortable with, and I'm not a very flashy person in the first place. So yeah, it wouldn't. I'd want a pool, because why not? I don't know. I feel like I would want to live. I say this now, but I feel like I'd want to live in like the wood type, like the woods type of area, like a cabin type of thing.
Guess I ain't coming over.
Bro, what kind of house would you have?
I don't know. I don't want it to be like extra flashy. Like
right.
I used to watch Cribs and be like, oh, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have a go-kart track.
Yeah.
So unnecessary.
Did you used to watch Fantasy Factory?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
With Rob Dyrdek? He had like
that show. I didn't watch it though.
It was so funny. But he just had like a bunch of like crazy stuff like that. Yeah.
I'd want fun stuff in my house. I'd have a gym in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so hard to leave.
And
the
that's
house.
convenient. Yeah.
And a pool, I guess.
Indoor,
indoor
outdoor.
A pool.
Yeah.
Outdoor. Because I'd probably live somewhere warm. I'd probably go to LA, live in the hills.
Of course, you're so basic.
I saw them this summer, and that's the goal.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, and
that's a good question though. Where would you live? LA.
But not in like. I'd live not in Hollywood, probably like Malibu, or I'd just have a house there, just so I can go.
Would you have multiple houses?
If I got that money?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have multiple houses, but maybe I feel like the only places I would be are the place that I want to live, and then maybe a house in Ghana. I wouldn't have like 3,000, like 4 or 5 houses. That's why do I need that?
Yeah.
So maybe 1 or 2. But again, I wouldn't do that to start. That's just like spending money. Like, where am I going? Why do I need this house here right now? You know? What about you?
Would I have a lot of houses?
Yeah, where would you live?
I might live in LA. Maybe somewhere in California. I was just playing, bro. I might live in California, or just because I don't know how I feel about. I just don't really like to be too hot, and I don't like to be too cold, which is kind of. I don't know. I've always wanted to go to Colorado. I feel like it'd be cool to live there.
A lot of people love it there.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah, quaint. Just right up my alley.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I did mention one thing I would definitely do, because I'm a foodie. Like, I love to go to restaurants and try different food. Not like go to chains. I like to try new hipstery food, things like that. So I'd probably go to the they have like a best restaurant in the world list. I'd probably go to the top 10.
I'd want to meet Queen Latifah. Sorry, that's super random. I was just thinking about, have you seen the movie The Last Holiday?
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking about how she just went to her favorite place. And I was like, I love the movie.
So are you going to pay for her to have a little coffee?
Huh?
Would you going to pay her to have some coffee or something?
Yeah. Go out to dinner.
But then that would require you, that means you'd be a famous lottery person. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're going to get it with the in crowd in Hollywood, that means...
I mean, you don't have to be. I feel like you could just be like, I'm a really big fan. and I just want to meet you. And she could be like, here's the price. If you know, it's not free.
I don't think.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think it's going down like that.
Dang.
But yeah, man, I wish I won that money. Maybe the next one. I don't want to spend too much on the lottery. It is kind of a scam, but at the same time,
Yeah. It's nice to think about, though.
it is. It's kind of sad too. It's like, dang,
Because we don't have all this.
we don't have all.
We're
that?
not about to do all this.
Hey, speak for yourself. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
I told you. I'll make Forbes list 30 under 30. When that happens, I'll be making my way downtown.
Okay. Slide me a couple hundreds then.
We'll see. Well, that's it for today.
Nice.
If we would have won the lottery. But assuming we don't win another lottery, or assuming we don't win a lottery, if there's one even coming up, we'll be back next week. I promise you, if I win
Would you quit the podcast if you won the lottery?
I'm gone. I told you I'm changing my name. I'd get us a better studio.
This is a pretty nice studio.
It is, but clock is ticking. This ain't our studio.
Okay.
I'd buy us a better studio that we can continue.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's it for us today. You got anything else you want to tell the people?
No, thank you for listening.
Yeah, and if you didn't get a chance to tell us what you'd do if you won the lottery, you can still go to our social media sites. Tell us what your house will look like. Tell us where you would want to live. Tell us the first thing that you want to do at My Vibe, My Mic on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Gmail, all of it, SoundCloud. Yeah, but thanks again for listening for another week. We'll be back next week, and we'll be talking about some more interesting stuff. But stay tuned. Until then, all of our episodes are on Podbean. Again, SoundCloud. The links are on Facebook and Twitter. If you missed some episodes, if you're new, you can catch up. And we'll see you, or you'll hear us next week.